back with another video. Today we watching End of Sentence. Latin King with Down syndrome facing life for 2 bodies in Chicago.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, and I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're gonna be speaking on a Chirac Latin King with Down syndrome.
I ain't never heard no shit like that. They got Down syndrome niggas gang banging, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I feel like, you know, they can do anything. Anybody can do anything. It's just, that's strange. Why you gang banging?
That's been charged with gunning down 2 people. With the beating of 6ix9ine down in Florida, the Latin Kings have been trending across social media. And now, a Latin King out of Chicago has made headlines for showing how down for the set he is. February 26, 2023, Chicago police spotted a stolen Chrysler 300 riding through the city's west side. Attempting to stop the vehicle, the Chrysler took off at a high rate of speed while officers observed an item being thrown from the car window.
I wonder what's like the typical day in life of a typical like Chicago PD nigga. Like, they're like, oh man. They just know, like, is it like the cues? Like, oh man, we list the shootings every week. They shit must be like stacked, bro. Do they even like solve crime out there?
A brief pursuit would end when the vehicle stopped and 2 men attempted a run. Officers would fire stun guns before restraining the suspects and located a .380 caliber handgun, which was believed to have been the item thrown from the vehicle. 21-year-old Anthony Maldonado.
Ain't no way this is his face, bro. That's not him. That's not him, bro. No. Why you gang banging? Why you gang banging, bro? You got... Bro couldn't work at Publix. He couldn't work at Kroger's, be a bagger. He's like, nah, man, I'm finna bang for the set.
And 22-year-old Nicholas Samudo would be arrested at the scene and identified by the driver as the 2 suspects who fatally shot a man 16 hours earlier.
Damn.
Nicholas Samudo is a documented...
Oh my God. Look at bro face, man. Hell nah, bro. I be damned if I get gunned down by this nigga. I be damned if I get gunned down by bro.
Member of the Latin Kings who goes by the name Smush and is also documented.
His name is Smush. I wonder how he got that name.
But diagnosed with Down syndrome. It was 2:35 a.m. when officers arrived at the 2700 block of West 18th Street. A dead body laid in between 2 parked vehicles with gunshot wounds to the chest and head. He was identified as 22-year-old Tomas Villa. An investigation would soon learn Tomas was walking...
Thomas? Stop doing this special. His name is Thomas.
Home after parking his car when he was mistaken for a member of a rival gang because of the hat he was wearing.
Damn.
Tomas had walked past the stolen Chrysler when
That gang banging shit stupid, bro. Niggas targeting you off the hats you wear. I heard it's crazy like that in LA, bro. Like, you really can't be wearing this type of hat. You gotta wear a black hat if you on some neutral shit. If you wear a red hat or any other sports team's hat, they go think you affiliated or some shit.
Anthony opened fire from the front passenger window, causing Tomas to take cover in between 2 vehicles. That's when Smush got out of the back seat of the car, stood over Tomas, and fired rounds into his chest and head. A surveillance camera...
I wonder how bro, like, last feeling, he's like, bro, I'm getting done by a Down syndrome nigga, bro. I ain't doing nothing, bro. I ain't doing
captured
nothing.
the murder, but the suspects couldn't be identified. Detectives instead tracked the car's movements before and after the shooting with different surveillance cameras.
Smush, why are you catching bodies, bro? You need to catch a new hairline. What is this, bro? What is this? Man.
Including a liquor stores, which helped them identify the suspects. .380 caliber shell casings were found at the scene of Tomas's body, and it's believed Smush threw the .380 from the vehicle during the chase.
Damn.
A gunshot residue test would be conducted and positively react to Smush's red hoodie. Anthony and Smush would be charged with the stolen vehicle, resisting police, and felony murder, while the driver went uncharged. Smush would go into court where his public defender brought up his Down syndrome, saying he has mild to moderate mental and physical disabilities.
That shit don't mean nothing if you catching bodies, my nigga. They don't care, bro. If you catch a body, bro, it don't matter what kind of disability you got. You going down.
The prosecution would then indict Smush on a second murder, alleging he killed a man 10
My
days.
nigga got cleft lip too? Oh my God. It's just all bad for Smush.
Days before he killed the second.
This was.
Now, would y'all like turn to a life of violence if you look like that, bro? I ain't gonna lie, if you look straight, decent, bro, like you kind of handsome, you kind of pretty, bro, you straight, you ain't gotta worry too much. But like them ugly niggas, bro, I feel for them, bro. They gotta turn to a life of crime to feel accepted. I was like, bro, you ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that. You ain't gotta do that.
Unlikely to be a random shooting. It was very aggressive given the nature of the shooting.
He wasn't breathing anymore. He was dead already. I called the ambulance, but it was too late.
I feel for her, man. Bro didn't even do nothing, bro.
February 16th, Illinois State Police responded to Interstate 55 just after 9:30 at night. Stadies would locate an SUV on the right side of the expressway with the driver's side rear window shot out. A pregnant woman with her 11 and 3-year-old daughters were outside of the vehicle, while her husband and their father, 28-year-old Humberto Garcia, was pronounced dead inside of the vehicle. They had just turned onto the expressway when the wife heard an explosion, believing it was a tire.
This nigga look like when I used to go to school. I'm still in school, kind of. But when I used to go to tutoring and shit, bro looked like one of my tutors, bro. He was smart as fuck in like calculus and stuff.
She looked back and saw the window was shot out and screamed for her kids to get down. Her 11-year-old daughter shielded her 3-year-old sister as gunfire erupted, and the wife thought everything was okay until her husband lost control of the vehicle. She grabbed the wheel, guiding the SUV off to the right before putting it in park and checking on her husband. He'd been shot dead, and shortly after law enforcement arrived, she was taken to the hospital as a pregnancy precaution. Through extensive investigation, the suspected shooter's vehicle and passengers were identified, which put law enforcement's eye on King Smush.
King Smush.
The shooting was determined to be a case of
Smushy boy.
road rage, and the same investigators would later assist in his capture. So in a span of 10 days, Smush had killed 2 men. But investigators would also note that 3 years back, Smush was suspected of having killed another man.
Oh my.
A Chicago man has been laid to rest.
That boy Smush got them bodies, bro. He on some serial killer shit.
1 week after he was found dead in the street in McKinley Park. His family says he was murdered, shot in the back of the head.
Like, why?
Damn. Smush getting niggas execution styles? I ain't fucking with Smush.
He wasn't in, I mean, I don't judge nobody, but, you know, he wasn't in a gang or anything.
December 30th, 2020, it was 1 a.m. in the morning when someone driving saw a man laying in the middle of the street. Police arrived on scene, observing the trauma to the man's head when an ambulance transported him to the hospital. 21-year-old Gene Cobian was pronounced dead, and while it was initially thought he'd been hit by a car, it turned out he'd been shot in the back of the head.
Damn. Damn, Smush.
His mother was notified her son had been executed and his car and phone were missing. 6 weeks after the murder, police arrested Smush, who was found with a bullet inside of a backpack while they were investigating a double-parked car. It turned out a witness had positively identified him as taking part in Gene's murder. Smush was 18 at the time. This was his 17th arrest.
Smush. Smush.
But he was never actually charged with the murder, as the case against him was weak. And it turns out he'd never actually been convicted of any crime. Facing the rest of his life in prison.
You know what it is, bro? You know why he ain't get convicted? Because bro look like this, bro. And niggas be feeling bad. They be feeling bad like, bro, he don't know no better, bro. He just out here just wilding and shit. Look at him, bro. You got... No, bro. These niggas know what they doing, bro. I don't... Any disabled nigga trying to put some shit on me, they know what they doing, bro. They know what they doing, bro.
King Smush is tied to 3 bodies in the
Look at Smush.
city of Chicago, and just may be the only member of any gang to have Down syndrome and be down for the set.
Now, bro, how did he get jumped in? So, like, how did it go for the Latin Kings? Did they just, like, fight back, nigga? On Smush? Did Smush have hands, bro? Like, this is unheard of.
This is one of the wildest cases I've ever heard of. And I'm not surprised it's coming out of Chicago. I would have guessed Chicago, Florida, or the Bronx.
Yeah. Florida crazy as fuck.
To hear that the Latin Kings have a no discrimination policy is wild, because I can't imagine anybody seeing somebody with Down syndrome and being like, yeah, we're gonna make him one of the guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, but obviously,
that nigga a special threat. He the secret weapon, bro. Cause niggas not gonna be expecting, bro. That's some genius shit. Like, on some Trojan horse shit. Like, you send that nigga like, oh, bro, kind of slow. He ain't finna do nothing. Then he catch a body, bro, and he keep getting away with it, bro. That's smart, man.
Obviously, something within him is either naturally violent,
facts,
or his environment has trained him to be how he is. I mean, he's got 2 teardrops tatted on his face, a $sign, and since he was 18, he's been named in murder investigations.
Damn.
This man allegedly has committed 3 murders. He's only 22 years old.
Smush, you got your whole life ahead of you, Smush. You could change your ways, bro. You ain't gotta catch bodies cause niggas making fun of you and shit, bro. You ain't gotta catch bodies, bro.
And he has Down syndrome.
You have Down syndrome. So does Smush have hoes? Did he have Down syndrome hoes? Are Down syndrome hoes fine? Oh, I'm talking crazy.
What?
I
Like,
don't say,
I don't mean
bro.
to laugh because it's a serious, but what?
Fuck that, I'm laughing. This is hilarious, bro. I ain't never heard no Down syndrome gangbanger, bro. Nigga down for the set, bro.
Like, imagine you gotta, yeah, da-da-da got killed. Nah, he got killed. Who did it? And then you see his picture.
I'd be devastated. I would be like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. I ain't finna have this special ed ass nigga can't kill my cousin. No, bro. I don't care, bro. Why is he? No, bro.
What?
Exactly.
And one of the craziest aspects about the entire situation is it wasn't even him that snitched. Apparently, it was the driver who went unnamed, unarrested, uncharged with anything. I mean, he could have made up any story like, yo, they had the gun on me and they made me drive and this and that. But it wasn't even bruh that snitched. It wasn't Smush. It was
Smush a real one. I need Smush around me, bro. Like, the nigga Smush, he go ride for you. He go ride.
It was apparently someone else, and we don't know what
No homo though.
the fuck he's diagnosed with. But damn,
That's what I'm saying.
this shit's crazy. Now, on a serious note, I mean, it's horrible because everyone that was killed, you had a case of mistaken identity.
Oh, bro.
You had a father that was killed in front of his 11 and 3-year-old daughter.
By a Down syndrome nigga.
And his pregnant wife, his 6-month pregnant wife. And then you had some other 21-year-old kid that was going home and got shot in the back of the head. Has no idea what the fuck just happened. He's walking home and everything turns off. And apparently his head and chest were damaged to the point that they thought he was hit by a car.
Damn, bro. Them 223 make niggas do backflips, bro.
When it turned out he was shot in the back of the head. Which I'm assuming means he was hit with a bullet big enough to
boom,
do crazy damage. If it's effective.
He was hit with that. So he got hit with the bullet back in his head. That bitch traveled down to his chest area and it imploded or some shit. To make it seem like nigga got hit by a car.
And all this. If what is being alleged is true, how do you punish somebody with Down syndrome, bro?
I feel like, bro, if them niggas do some heinous acts like that, bro, they regular people, man. For them, extent to the law, bro. You catching 3 bodies, bro. I'm not finna let you get away.
Just like, can you still be held accountable?
Yes.
You got people that will go the mental route saying they're mentally crazy, but would that work for him? Could
No.
they put him in a general population prison yard, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna go over there and pick up a knife and keep gangbanging? Or was he led down this direction by his family, his peers, etc.? It's hard to understand, but I would assume that an environment that's filled with violence and bloodshed, you're gonna become that if that's your influence.
Facts.
You're gonna get with it or fall victim. Even to the point that if you're mentally, like, if you have Down syndrome and you still understand, even though you have disabilities, you still understand it's life or death out here. And he decided to pick up a gun. Man, drop y'all's thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. It's 1090J. I'm rocking with y'all and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Fire video. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I be damn if I get done in by a Down syndrome nigga, bro. I be damn, bro. I'm a like, subscribe and all that shit, but I'm done with this video, YouTube. Back with some other shit soon, man. Y'all like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Yeah, Shawty told me she